Right. How to join the elite, part whatever. What's this? How to join the elite, part whatever this is. Don't be a player, be a winner. And obviously, you all trying to figure out, okay, don't be a player. Okay, what are you getting into this week, man? No, listen, don't be a player. Seriously, don't. Because that is what a lot of people who have particular interests in having or wanting your money want you to be. They want you to play the game, particularly the game as it's currently set up in its rigged state. Look, we've been hearing about, as of late, a lot of individuals going after traveling individuals, the traveling dudes or whatever, these guys who are actually telling you how to get your passport, make your money, go overseas, do all the happy horse crap that, other men do, or just men outside this country do. But all of a sudden, when you do it, then all of a sudden it's a problem. Then all of a sudden there are certain individuals who have it in your vested interest to tell you where to go, what to do, who not to do, and who else not to do, and oh yeah, don't do that or neither. No, don't do that. Nah. You gotta stay playing the game that we play, the game that either one, we have a rigged advantage of, not because we're better, but because we follow the script. I'm not going to go into details on what that script is. If you watch my channel, you probably know what it is at this point. If you don't, feel free to ask and I'll explain it to you. But either guys who fit the script or are willing to embarrass themselves and give up their dignity in order to play said game. The individuals who are willing to, what were the guys over there called? Jester maxing. There you go, jester maxing. Are you willing to dance? Are you willing to shine? Are you willing to, do bro monkey dance and monk backflips and all that kind of crap? Just for what? Huh? Are you serious? Instead of doing all that, instead of doing all this, I can't even say code approach and that sort of thing. Instead of just going out of your way in order to try to impress people who probably don't like you, don't play at all. Oh wait, is this a black belt video? Is this a takedown video? You know me better than that. No, nothing against those guys, but no. This is just a video on how to be freaking normal and how to gain your life back. Because with all of this rigged dating that goes on in the States, and it is rigged. I'm not gonna lie, it's rigged. A lot of things are rigged in the United States. That doesn't mean that you have to be reactive to it. See, you got a lot of other people who, this is a whole nother subject, but not a lot of other people who want to say, man, the system's rigged, man. Well, you know what? You complaining about it isn't going to change it. What are you going to do to solve it? Instead of complain. Oh, wait, you don't want to? Oh, you want to keep things the way they are. Not the way they is, or the way they are. Just so that you won't have to take any responsibility. Ooh, that's a whole nother video. But yeah, don't play the game. Just don't play the game at all. Exactly. Because, check this out. A person who doesn't play the game is in a better position to win the game. And that's what you ultimately want to do. You want to win the game. Whatever game that is. It doesn't have to be dating or whatever. But in this case, let's focus on that. You got a bunch of pro game guys, a bunch of pro PUA guys, and even some dating coaches. Dating coaches who otherwise give you good advice, not necessarily on how to be alpha, but how to cope max. Cope max with, not going to depression and not being a basement dweller, whatever, doing the pow wheels, and in and all. No. We don't need that. Absolutely. I say multiple times that those dating coaches who tell you how to deal with stuff in America, they themselves should earn all sorts of medals because of the damage that they are preventing by giving otherwise hopeless guys some shred of self-confidence and hope. I'll give them that. But there are some of those individuals, and trust me, even if these guys don't push it directly, a lot of these guys co-sign the individuals who tell you Man, you gotta play a game, dog. You gotta play a game. What are you doing sitting at home, reading a book, being on your purpose, trying to join the elite, getting your money right, your finances right, your overhead low, savings high? Man, all that's happy horse crap. Don't pay attention to those guys. Those are educated lames, man. Those are the dorks, man. Those are the guys who don't know what they're doing. Man, look, all you need to do is buy my documentaries, buy my books, buy my DVDs, buy all the lessons that I have in those documentaries and books and DVDs. Oh wait, I'm saying documentaries. Who do I think I am? The lip smacking Mac? No, I'm the PUA pro, man. Come on, get it together, man. Look, all you need to do is buy my books, buy my DVDs, buy my seminars, and buy my sessions, because I am going to give you all of the advice that you will need in order to get the O word. I can't say the O word that has the Y at the end, because I can't say the O word because YouTube's gonna take my videos down. That's just gonna mess up with my market, man. I cannot have that messing up the money flow, man. Man, you gotta respect the game, man. The game is game. I mean, you can't hate on a man's hustle. Even if I do give half-assed advice, man. Come on, the game is the game. It's the game. Yeah, these are kind of guys who are trying to sell you and to keep you in the game. Yeah, some of these guys, they have a reason on keeping you in here, and it's basically to fund their lifestyle, which is actually the lesser of two evils. The worst of two evils are the individuals who make you want to play the game because they themselves, one, are playing the game, and as I hinted at earlier, these are the guys who are succeeding at the game mainly because they soft shoe, they step and fetch, they buck dance, and they kowtow towards the so-called masters of the game. And we won't mention who the masters are of the game at this point, because let's just be honest, a lot of males have just given their balls away in order for a promise and an opportunity to chase after what they want. These dudes, you're gonna have to watch out for them, because check this out. It's easy to spot who they are, quite frankly. Yeah, quite frankly, he's back. Most of these guys are essentially either going to be A, stereotypical dude bros, or 2, your stereotypical babyface kids. These will be the guys who try to tell you that if you can't make it here in America, then forget about going overseas. Forget about that. You gotta play the game. You gotta have the game. You gotta have it in you. It has to be born on you. You gotta be born at third base with the game. Otherwise, you're gonna have to listen to what I have to say. Otherwise, in some cases they just say, otherwise you have no hope. You have no hope. You're gonna be an incel. You might as well hang it up. It's a slick way of dirty macking, which is this, at least in this context. They want more guys who they perceive to be less than them in the so-called game so that they would look better by default. That's what it is. These guys are basically trying to have more guys that they perceive as lesser than them in the so-called game, participating in the so-called game, so that they themselves can look better and have their mediocre status not be revealed. See, that's the tactic that a lot of these guys who are telling you that, man, why are you going overseas? You gotta play the game, dog. You gotta play the game like me, man. Yeah, these guys are doing okay. They're doing alright. But that's because, as I said, they're just doing the gig, or jig, whatever. But the guys who are really sadistic are the ones who are, 1, yeah, they're in the game because they can't leave it. And 2, the guys who have failed at the game and don't want to admit it. And these guys are among the worst. These guys are the guys who basically are just, you can tell that they have been caught in the crossfire, whether it was through alimony or child support or just them getting burnt in any and all sorts of ways that you can imagine when it comes to playing the game. The list goes on. These are the kind of guys who have buyer's remorse. These are the kind of guys who want you to basically experience what they experience. Because, quite frankly, again, these guys thrive off company. The company of other miserable people. As they say, misery loves company. So it's easy to explain why these guys love and want individuals to be part of the game. Whether it's even playing the game or just being in the game. You don't have to even play. Just be in the game. You can be an NPC, but as long as you're in the game, oh, that's what these guys want, because these guys lost the game. These guys got lost in the sauce. These guys got stuck in the lobby. And, I mean, they can't even leave. They can't leave the game. They can't leave the lobby, the pregame lobby. No, these guys are hopeless. These guys are done. And they want you to join them. Which is why I say don't play the game. Don't worry about chasing. Because, I mean, there's nothing wrong. And I gotta shout out to C Boogie for this. There's nothing wrong with responsible snoo. But the pursuit of snoo. Pursuit of scoring. I'm bringing the term scoring back from the 90s. You're welcome. But the pursuit of scoring, particularly going out of your way to score by giving up your dignity and your time and your money, an excessive amount of money. I'm not talking about just buying a chick's drink and doing whatever, but I'm like, no, dude, what are we doing here? We're better than this. We have more time, Patrick. We have more time, Patrick. We have less time in the world than we ever have. I mean, yes, things are getting more efficient, but I'm finding, personally for me, that I'm having less time to do these videos than ever. So you got the same individuals who are trying to tell you that, oh man, you gotta play the game, dog. You gotta have all this. You gotta have all the swag. And you gotta do all the back monkey flips, dude, bro. 360 no scope, code. No, save that for the mediocre people over there. The people who want to be lied to, or the people who have the time in the world. Look, not all of us have 18 hours to do all this silly stuff. Some of us actually have lives. Some of us actually pay taxes. Some of us are just, we just don't even be bothered. Seriously. And some of us, for the lucky ones, some of us have found better places to play. And no, not play the game over there neither. Trust me, you got a lot of guys who are in better oases, who are playing the same old silly old American games. And I'm going to call these guys out in the future video. But we found places where we don't have to play the game to win. So I urge you guys, and for all you guys who are still with me on this channel, I urge you all to stay tuned, as I hope to contribute my part in helping you find a place where you don't have to play the game to win. At least not the game that these other Dozers and Bamas and Chodes and whatever, what they want you to play. Anyway, everyone else out there, always bet on X.